Hello, hello. Here we are. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. A little bit of connection issues here at the headquarters. Okay. My name Andreas Christensen, founder of Super One. Welcome to this Christmas update, legendary Christmas. Today we have a big update for you with loads of new great stuff. And it's been a little bit a while. And as we communicated in our channels, we've been subject to some restrictions based on the expansion of the virus. And we also been, we have families, we have kids, and they are in quarantine and a lot of restrictions. Anyway, we are at a very good point with Super One, and today is the biggest update in a long time. And we are in front of some really exciting developments. So I think we should just get started. We will not have a Q&A today. The reason for this is a pretty extensive presentation. We're going to cover a lot of things, and it will probably evoke a lot of questions. So we will have a separate Q&A session after you digested what we are presenting to you today, and the team is out there. So let's get started with the presentation, and then we will also have a great new video that we will release towards the end of the presentation. So let's get started. So here we are with the keynote, and it's a massive keynote today. It will be shared later. There is a lot of animations to it, so we will probably make a playable version. So what is material with where we are today? We started this back 1.5 years ago, basically. And over the past year or so, we have been nurturing our platform. We have been building brick by brick. We have done a lot of great stuff. Of course, we have also done things that's not so good. And we have been changing and adapting. And we have come to a time now where we are ready to grow, ready to really get into the gaming part of our business. And the market couldn't have been better than what's out there today. A little bit turmoil the past week or so, but in general, the markets for gaming, blockchain, NFTs, which we are into, is just tremendous. So it's time to move on, and it's time to adapt some changes so we can go for mass adoption. And today I will introduce quite a few changes to you, and I will call them upgrades. I will not call them changes. Upgrades is a better word. First of all, public listing. It's time to really create a liquid market. Yes, we opened and started releasing our tokens on the 1st of November. We have released 40 million tokens, and we are connected to PancakeSwap, but we haven't really nurtured the liquidity there. The reason for this, we didn't feel prepared for it. I mean, we have to concentrate on something, and we are concentrating on building the business blocks that we're going to bring further. So when it comes to the listing on Pancake, we haven't really cared so much about it. We've done some small trades just to keep the flow there. And what is happening is that using Pancake is not that easy. It's for more proficient blockchain people. So we have moved further, and we are now introducing a cooperation with Goku Market, which is one of the biggest or fastest growing exchanges. It's a big exchange, at least in our measurement. And we are doing an initial exchange offering. We have signed a firm listing and market making agreement with them. This is a fully licensed, European licensed exchange that will provide banking and credit card on and off ramp into fiat. And their daily volume over the past month or so have been around $1 billion, which is pretty significant. It's not the biggest one out there, because the biggest one, like Binance, have like 50 billion. But I mean, it's still very big in our measurement. And they have more than 900,000 users. And that's quite a lot, 900,000 users. And we will enjoy this SEPA bank transfers. We will be able to take you will be able to cash in and cash out. They have very easy way to get verified, and you will the benefit, at least for those under the European law, is that you will be compliant with the money regulations in European Union. So when you receive your funds to your bank, you will have no issues, which have become more and more difficult over the past months, actually. So what we are doing there, this is starting on January 20th, 2022. And the reason for this is a combination. First of all, we wanted to be utterly prepared. That's one thing, but also the advisors, really, there are certain advisors involved in this, have strongly advised us to do this in January. And lastly, but not leastly, 20th is a lucky day in the Asian and in particular the Japanese culture. And as you know, we have a lot of great Japanese people in the company. So that's why we are doing it on that date. So this will start on Thursday, January 20th with an initial exchange offering. And that exchange offering is open to all the 900,000 plus users on Goku Exchange. And it will open trading immediately. So this will take form in a public sale, so-called EEO, initial exchange offering. And whether we sell out before 24 hours or time lapses in 24 hours, the trading will start immediately. We also have entered into market making agreement with Goku Market and partners, so it will be procured and we will start serious trading following that exchange offering. Prior to that, we're going to have a couple of private sales that I will tell you in detail about now. And private sale is also our description on what happened on the platform in general. So when the community buys in, like we have done or you have done over the past 1.5 years, that's part of the private sale. And that's how. In general, we are changing the focus a lot on the platform. We are making it much more ready for mass adoption. And we are removing a lot of, and we are aligning it with the market standards within the crypto world to open up for better understanding of the platform, of the business model, and all those important things. So I see there is a lot of raised hands here. I will attend to them after each chapter. So we are issuing a joint statement with Goku Market, confirming our deals, and that is just more or less confirming how we will proceed. We will, on the 6th of January, we will set the offering price. That's 2 weeks before. Then both Goku and Super One will have extensive marketing going on for 2 weeks until we open the exchange offering on the 20th of January. So a lot of things is happening in between there. And we are also, as you see, translating now. Our material comes also in Japanese, as we have a lot of great investors and contributors in Japan. And we will also next week start with Japanese presentations, at least translated presentations. We have a Japanese manager here at the office in Norway. He will work together with, among other, our head of growth in Asia to present things. So when it comes to the private sale, we will do that in two parts, sort of, or in two different areas. We will do it in the community as we've done until now, and we will keep moving on that. Then we will also open a dedicated website with Binance Smart Chain smart contract to do this. And we have also created an influencer system for this. So influencers like crypto YouTubers, etc., they can get a code from us, and basically that code will have a discount related to it, and it also have a commission element. So these influencers are able to promote and allow a discount to their audiences, and at the same time they will reap commissions for it. So we think that's a very good proposition to influencers, and that's something we've been sort of fielding with influencers, and we needed that system as they will not register into the whole system and do that. So we need to also move on the more traditional crypto path. So internally, the business packages with the cards and tokens, etc. We have a lot of changes to that now today that you will be informed about. That will continue in XRP, and it will render the community bonus, while the dedicated private sale smart contract will be in BUSD or USDT on the Binance chain, and will render influencer bonus there. So it's all about getting much more people into the token, sort of, so we have a bigger trading repertoire. I'm just gonna look a little bit into the Q&A. There is no, there is a lot of raised hands. Let me see here what it is. Okay, yeah, there is a lot of comments about Goku, actually positive comments, and that's what we heard. They are very expansive. Goku Market, we work well with them, and we know the top management, and we have a very good dialogue with them, and that's why we ended up there. There are many others, and it will follow more. More exchanges will follow Goku. We're already in discussions with additional centralized exchanges, so-called SEX. We will also put a bigger emphasis on Pancake, but one thing at a time. And so let's move on. The public sale that will happen on Goku Market will start on January 20th, 2022. It will end in maximum 24 hours, and then trading will start immediately. We have done market making agreements with Goku and partners, and we will set the final offering price on January 6th, 2022, and we plan and hope and pray that it will be 0.50 per token. Maybe we do a little bit of discount to the Goku members, but we are looking there. It's actually me setting that price or Super One. So we just have to look into our market cap, and that's the important thing now. It's all the documents that we are releasing next week. Our light paper and white paper will contain detailed provisions of our tokenomics, and it's very important that this is balanced, and that's why we are a little bit careful, have been a little bit careful until we have all the ducks in a row before we have released stuff. So we are looking at selling 50 million tokens. That's a maximum thing, and that at $50 cent, that's $25 million. We don't expect to do that, but at least that's our upper limit for this. We don't know. The market is very hot. If we hit the nail in the market, it could be very good. We don't know. So, as I said earlier, we have $40 million, 40 million tokens in circulation currently, and we will then, with another 10 million as liquidity coming from the company and another 50, maximum 50 coming from the sales, we will have 100 million tokens in circulation. And that provides us a really good stepstone and starting point for getting a good raise in the value of the token. And that's what we are here for. We are here to create a value path that is raising for the token. It doesn't necessarily need to boom, but as a comparison, and maybe not a comparison, Axie Infinity went from $4 to $224 in a matter of 4 weeks, 4 to 4.5 weeks. So this is the same with most of the others. Once you kind of hit the trading floor and people get excited about your project, you can expect a big raise. So that's why we are keeping a little bit tight on the tokens, and that's important for the market cap, and it's important for the token price, because what we want to create some initial winners, and these winners will again breed other winners. That's how this market is working. It's very simple. Winners create winners, and that's why we do it. We need the main traders in this market to be out there and create and sort of prepare the ground for all the other people we already have in the books that we know will be out there, and they will come, and maybe many of them will try to sell. We see a little bit on Pancake how you react, and that's normal. We have to do it, and we have to behave a little bit like your parents raising your children. Sometimes you have to be a little bit strict, and that's why we do it. Not because we are evil, but it's because we want a long-term and good, stable growth. And I can just vouch that the team and the company have even stronger restrictions. So the public trading will market makers at Goku will provide a certain liquidity on that. And of course, we hope to nail at least a handsome portion of their 900,000 users. And then we will also turn to Pancake. We have very good liquidity providers there. They're all waiting for the all big momentum, and the more the merrier. We are looking at other also centralized exchanges. It's usually being said in the market that if you have one exchange, you maybe have 2x of trading. If you have two exchanges, you maybe get 5x of trading. So it's exponential because you're trading between exchanges, etc., etc. So we are pursuing trader-friendly activities that will and support traders, because they are, again, as I said, they are preparing for all they are kind of how should I say, stepstone flooring the success of our token. So we will retain a strict and modest circulating supply. So that's why we will get back to that. We're not going into all the details today. Since the schedule is a little bit moved, we will move that schedule. So it's to maximize the price growth potential and establish good liquidity. That's the primary effort we are looking. Liquidity in the market, and there will be some revised vesting schedules that we will publish a little bit later. So this listing at the EU licensed exchange marks a new era for us, and it opens up a much larger investor base, and it also adds credibility. We've been through a due diligence with them. It marks something different. We are there on a top exchange, and we will add more exchanges. So we think this is a great opportunity, and I see that some comments like, oh, we have waited a year or whatever. To those, I will say, I will not even comment it, because we are doing so much great stuff here. So all those who want to complain, find yourself another project. It doesn't help. It's water under the bridge. We are navigating one of the most advanced areas in technology and in changing markets all the time. And we are doing our very best. And if it's not good enough for some of you, just either be silent or find yourself another area to complain. I see it in the chat. That's why I'm just getting annoyed by it. It's no point saying that. So let's move on to the gaming part. Collect fans. It's time to get the core fanatics moving, and that's something we have been working extensively on. And I can tell you, we are in advanced talks with some of the biggest football associations in the world, and that's why we are synchronizing the timing now together with our listing. So it's time to get the core fanatics moving, and that's we have been the whole autumn been working on, and we have almost everything ready to push it. At the same time, we want to adapt it a little bit into some of the people or organizations we are talking to. One thing we are doing now, which we thought about it, but now we are looking at how do we handle 10 million concurrent users. That's one thing. We are doing a lot of stress tests and things like that. We are also doing additional content for some selected clubs in the world, and so that's how we do it. And I will go through how it's working now, and then I will tell you when we are releasing it a little bit later. So it's all about capturing the fans, and we created two things that basically is it's the what we can call the collect fans and the club games. They work in conjunction, and they all have a kind of triangular effect by getting players. You collect the fans that's there, you get them to play the club games, and you will receive club cards. So it's a play to earn or engage to earn, and it's a very well and smooth system. And I really believe it's well engineered, and you will see now how it's working. So it's all about reaching out to the top four clubs that we started. We are also, like I said, adding some uh, uh, localized content for some big clubs, and that's why we are there. This function will open on the 20th of January together with the listing. It will all come in one day with a very big presentation or how should I say, launch campaign. So the club games, it's all about how you invite people, and we have already implemented the social sign up and all that in the system. So it's a little bit about how you interact with your friends that you find on, in particular, Facebook, the Facebook API, and how this is working. And you can invite all your friends, and you will be able to use your link, and they will be placed in your system. We also have other provisions for players coming from the company's activity. They will be placed into certain business tires. So this is how it's working. You start inviting people, and when you get into the system, you will choose your club. We start with the four biggest football clubs in the world. They represent about 2 billion fans in general, so it's a lion's share of the market, probably more than 50%. We start with that, plus we will add some local initiatives on local IPs. So what happened is that when you play this collect fan game, you choose your club, and then basically you have to prove your fandom. We want you to have a certain score. So every game has X number of points, and you need to reach a certain point to be approved. It's not that difficult, and we've been testing this for a while, and the football people say this is easy if you are a certain degree of fans. So how it's happening is that we are testing you on the knowledge of each of this, and you will end up in leaderboards, and you will be that's one thing, that's part of the whole club game thing. So the collect fan and the club game comes together. It's not only about collect fans, it's also a full-fledged game about the clubs. So there are tons of questions, there is different difficulties, and you will be able to climb the leaderboards. We will also add prizes in here, and it will be a lot of different activities coming. So how it's working, here you see from Manchester United, it's the swiping game, it's there. It will be based on score, based on 10 questions, so your best will always count, your best score will always count. And once you kind of finished it, you get up to a leaderboard on a ranking, and whether you pass or not, you'll be there, and you will be able to climb that ladder. So this is really cool stuff, and uh, yeah. So this leads up to the club cards. So once you started or entered into the collect fans, you need to verify or prove your fandom. So you need to have a certain score, and then the guy that's or girl or the person that brought you in, they are eligible for getting rewarded if you pass the sort of exam. And that's where the club cards came into play. It's time to engage to earn. And this is a unique thing we have created. And basically, for when you get in, we have bronze, silver, gold, and legend cards for the clubs. We start with the four clubs. Here you see We are using their main stadium as the sort of poster child for these cards. So here we see Manchester United in bronze. So to get a bronze card, you need to recruit 2 players that have passed the score. 2 players will give you a bronze card, and once you get that, you will also get seeds, which you can start producing stories, bronze stories. So that's something that you will need to get the legend card. So once you've done that, you move on to the silver. And the silver, you will need to recruit 2 more people, 2 more that different that will pass the exam. Then you will get into the silver tire, and you will receive a silver NFT, and you will receive silver seeds. So you need to then use these seeds to produce seeds yourself, or you need to go into the market and buy them using, an example, Super Token. So here we move on to the gold. That's another 2 more players. So altogether 6 players, you get a gold card. 6 players. When, just to refer a little bit about the virality of this, when we have the COVID-19, we are looking at contamination factors of between 1 and 1.5, and that's exponential growth. So with 2, 4, and 6, we strongly believe that if we get everyone on 6, it will be a lot of gold cards, but it will also be a lot of players. So it is a great concept. It's achievable, but it still provides a great deal of growth. So same here with the stories. When you collect all these 9 stories and the 3 cards, you will be eligible for this should be a legend card. It's a little bit error here. So it should be a legend card. Then you will get a legend for that. Then you need 3 cards. You brought in 6 people. You collected 9 stories, and that will alone create a lot of trade in the marketplace for stories and probably for the NFT cards. So that's pretty cool. And once you move on, you will have your you will move on. This is a legend. You will get the legend, and basically all these cards are staking the 5% in the same way the other cards do, but you can only obtain these by recruiting people. So when you have a collection here, you are able to collect from multiple clubs, not only one. You can collect here. We are showcasing 3 or 4 of them, and you will be able to see this beautiful UI. Here you see the bronze. You have 3 bronze. You have 1 silver, 1 gold when it comes to Manchester United. And what we are doing, we are synchronizing the user interface or the design across the board, across the whole platform. You will have all these progress bars and percentages, and that will come really into play when we're going to look at the business packages a little bit later. So this is the club games, and the club games and the Collect fans will launch together with, we will have pre-marketing of course, but they will open fully on the 20th of January, together with the IO, together with the public listing. There are many reasons for that, but that's what we have decided, and that's where we are at the moment. So that's when the real expansion starts. So just 1 second. Now we're going to enter into something that is totally new for most of you, or for all of you basically. We have operated with our so-called super packs over the past 1.5 years, and when we looked at this earlier this autumn, we kind of realized that this was too complicated. This compensation plan involves a lot of details, and you needed an instruction manual to really use it, and it was not geared for mass adoption. And as I pointed out, the general crypto community and the general community in general of people playing games, they are not into this kind of detailed structure. So we needed to do something in order to reach mass adoption, and that's what we've done. This is already under implementation. All the back-end work is done. And now we're gonna introduce you to a whole new way of doing our packages and the community business tires. These are necessary changes and upgrades to go from, let's say, 30,000 paid members to maybe 300,000, 3 million. These are something we deem necessary from a gaming point of view. We have used all our best gaming expertise to look into this, and it's harmonized and synchronized with the rest of the platform. So what we are doing some brutal upgrades. Credits will be discontinued from Wednesday, upcoming Wednesday. Uh, these NFT cards will now be bundled in the packages you buy. That will make these packages really, really attractive. We have already, as of now, we published a few days ago, 15,000 new cards. So we are all up to 50% on football, basket, and American football. They are all available to be purchased with credits until Wednesday, December 22nd. And from that point forward, we will offer a conversion of credits to tokens. It will come more information on that. The reason for this is we need to move on, we need to simplify, and we need to have a growth potential. So we increase the value in the business packs, and we change the focus from the so-called revenue feature or earning features in the business packs to more containing NFT cards and tokens. Of course, they will also include the features that you are well known about, which is the different matching and the different team and everything. We are not materially changing that, but we are changing the way we present it. So we will need to differentiate in the market in general. There is a lot of NFT projects out there. We need to be something different, and that's what we're doing by bundling these into the packages. And we will have a very upgraded marketplace, so you are able to actually trade these assets, both the assets you had purchased earlier using credits and what we are doing. So what we have a new tokenomics or an updated tokenomics with a much stronger focus on usage of tokens. So the super will be the superhero of the platform. And the reason for this is that we need to have a very strong usage of the token, utility value of the token, in order to increase the value and to get a strong use case out of it. So the velocity, the speed that people need to transact token it's really important. So this starting already on December 22nd. The team has been working on this for a while. Now we're gonna go through the whole new packaging, the whole new wrapping, and this is an extensive part of our presentation. And it all starts with a little bit of semantics, and we want to see how we can bring people from zero to hero, and that's has been very difficult in the current system because there is a lot of rules and regulations sort of inside those packages. We want to create something much more available for everyone, much more gamified. So when you start asking about what is happiness, happiness is something when you feel that you are progressing and you feel that you have a great product in your hand and it gives something back to you. And that's what we are doing now. We are synchronizing everything, and like we say, happiness is a direction and not a place. So we want you to start, and that's why we're starting here. We are covering now. We also have a free tire. We're starting this presentation with a package we call Freemium. And that's premium, and that's the $10 package. It will start there. Beautiful color on this too. Moving up to the bronze. And the bronze package will be the $100 package. That will contain also, I will go into detail as we move on. So the bronze package, there is a seamless upgrade potential. We are introducing something called points on the platform, meaning that you can earn points doing different activities, and all the activities that we previously had related to TV volume and these things, they are now divided into two things. You will in your back office you will have one team that you earn points on. That's always the biggest team, and you will have another team that you earn cash. So we basically have point team and cash team. We didn't cover that in this presentation yet, and this is very simple. So in the back office you will always have your sponsor on the top left team, and you will always have your own team on the right side, but they might change in terms of whether be a point team or cash team depending on the volume. So that's another simplification, and we're doing this in order to bring more people in and get rid of all the sort of pay leg, power team, all this kind of thing that nobody understands outside the sort of closed circles. So that's really good. And we're moving, so you're able to upgrade seamlessly. You can upgrade using points. Like in an airline, you can upgrade to another class if you have enough points. So you are collecting points in your biggest team, and those points we will have different activities there. There will be a base points, and there will be like promotions. Like in example, this weekend you earn double points, and you're able to mix usage of points and cash to upgrade. So we always want to bring you forward. Another things we are doing, we are removing the 30-day threshold for this. So basically you are able to move all the way up all the time. So if we are here to bring people forward and not backward. Yes, we need you to work. There will be other sort of provisions that you will need to work to move on and to receive your bonuses, but this is it. So this is how you work, how we bring you forward all the time. This is seamless all the way. You get up to gold, you get up, and here is the change legend. That will now start at the $10,000 package. You're moving up to the legend and can ultimately become the origin. And this is where everything is opening. And we're going to show in detail now how this will work. So we worked a lot with some of the best designers out there, and including ourselves. We have been very instrumental in doing these changes. We have kind of disregarded a lot from the MLM industry and listened to the gaming. So this will all be gamified, and it will be the smoothest design ever seen in any, if you can call it, network company. So what we're doing, we will have the direct bonus starting there, and I'm not going to go into all the details because the details will be more or less the same. A little bit changes here and there, but that's just tuning. So basically, you move on, you get into bronze. That's the $100 packs. That's where a lot of the stuff started. You're also able to get double team bonus. You need X points in your certain team. And then you move on into silver, which is the old $500 package, and still 500. The migration here, we will of course upgrade you or keep you at the same tire. So there is no material changes for you. That's already in here. There are some of the tires that we have removed, the $1,000 and the 25,000. So basically, we will handle that in more detail. So what you see here is how the UI is working on a mobile, and we animated this so you will be able to see how smooth it is. And the cool thing here is that, let's say you are between a gold package that costs $2,500 and a $500 silver package. Let's say you have $1,000 worth of credits. No, not credits, but points, because you have been very good at what you're doing. You can just add the difference. Then you pay, no, you don't pay 2,500. You pay 2,500 minus the 500 you already paid. So the upgrade is $2,000. And if you have $1,000 of points, you only need to pay $1,000 to get up to the gold level. And the gold here, and when we launch this, they will all contain 3 cards, so each sort of color and below. So the gold card, the gold will contain 3 gold NFTs for 3 gold NFTs, 3 silver NFTs, and 3 bronze NFTs. We are significantly ramping up the production on NFT cards. We're gonna have probably north of 200,000 NFTs published, and as of after Wednesday, 22nd, these can only be purchased inside these packages. So these packages will be front loaded with NFT cards, and that's the trick in the market, or that's our strategy to get more people concerned about buying these packages. We will of course also have the tokens inside, and we still have the business sort of features inside. So we are just adding and moving in the right direction. So here you will see we will have this double bonus thing. We will have all that. We will have the staking on token and the token bonus. So on the gold, you get 20% extra tokens when you purchase, and you get 20% extra staking. We're going to go into details as we move on, but now we are here to show you the concept. If not, it will be way too long. So here you see how it's working, and Legend is the $10,000 package, will be Legend. It will still have the same generational matching. It will have 30% staking and token bonus. And we're also adding the 50K package, which is the origin. And you will here have great deal of token. You will have 3 of all cards. We are opening the Legend. We are opening the origin cards. So we are going all in on the NFT cards. And we really feel it's time to seize the moment in this market. We don't know where this market is in a year or two, so it's better to get it out there, overload the packages or front load the packages with a lot of things that will suit our game and have a utility value in our game. So this is really smooth design. We spent a lot of effort on seeing how can we do this. This is a mobile only design, and we will probably not have, I can say for sure, we will not have these things on a web in that sense. So here we see the lineup, how we are creating a path from zero to hero. We also have a free tire outside this, so you're able to enter at the very bottom, and then you move up and move up and move up. And yes, you can rest assured we have added certain, how should I say, not roadblocks, but there is and will be a lot of benefits by entering directly into silver. We are not removing all the things like matching, in example. We have moved that matching, direct matching is now moved to the bronze, to the $100 level. Silver, the $500, they will have 1 generation matching, and gold will have more and more and more. We're going to show all of this in detail as we move forward now. Will come a great presentation, a catalog with all the details. So this is basically it. We are removing all the super star, the all-star, everything, the director, all of this is removed. We are changing it or upgrading it to premium, bronze, silver, gold, legend, and origin. And the reason for this is to synchronize it with everything we do, make it easy, understandable, make it transparent, and make it really fluid for everyone to move upwards and forward like we want. We want people to become winners, and here you can accumulate points. You can, in theory, start at the very bottom and work your way up, but that's a lot of effort, and if you do that, you deserve it. Many people will enter. I believe that silver is our most sold package today. I think also many will look more into the gold here. We have a strong focus on the silver and gold tires, and we want to get people happy. So at the bronze level, they are already getting now 3 NFTs with bronze. Silver will have 3 silver NFTs and 3 bronze, and gold will have 3 of all these colors, and that's really how we do it. And then we move a little bit. This is what we're doing on the packaging. This have, of course, it's not that much actually changes in the back end of it. It's already done in the back end, and we are undergoing verifications, and we are now applying the UI. That's the most comprehensive part, because as you see, there is a lot of new design here. So we will, in a transition period, we will work with alongside in the application on the mobile app. We you will see the new design being kind of patched into the old design. And that won't be too good, to be honest, because it's a little bit difficult to get these changed. The current app is more than 120 pages, and we really want to get started on this because we have some great things happening, So we don't want to wait. We want to get ready. We want to get this going. So get all the eligibility and get everything transferred and into the new presentation. All the new videos and animation that we provide now will be simple. The good thing is that the compensation plan fits into 1 or 2 pages. It's very simple. It's very simple, and we've done a lot of mathematical statistics here. A lot of statistics have been done on each and every packages throughout our history. We know very much where we are putting the efforts and how we are directing this. So we are using our sort of material and the behavior analysis of what happened over the past year or so to do this. And we believe it's a step in a very, very much better direction. Of course, when we're doing these changes, there might be adjustments, etc., and there might be something. But now we in general, we make it much easier for people to move on and to earn more money. That's what we want. We want people to make more money because then the whole platform is growing, and we really want people that don't know what a binary is to start working, and we want them to see, oh, this is cool. This is something I can do. So that's the motivation behind it, and we are really satisfied with where we are at the moment. So let's move on. This is to unify our game, NFT, and everything is, this new business tires is to unify everything for mass adoption, and that's really important. Really important. If we have a concept that you need an instruction manual to use, we will fail. Look at IKEA, for those of you ever know about IKEA. There is a drawing for how to assemble what you bought. There is an Umbraco key, and that's it. It's simple. We need to be simple. Simplicity is powerful, and beneath the surface, we are probably one of the strongest compensation models ever. Now we are strong on the top side coating also. So that leaves us into the last chapter today. It's been a long presentation, and I'm going to be clear about what we are doing now. We call it Legendary Christmas, and we are celebrating what you can say, all the hard work we have done. Now I clicked, so you already see number 2. What we are doing now from Wednesday, we hope to have it live. It's scheduled for Wednesday, so we expect to have it live then. We will have 2 weeks where we, from the ongoing purchases, every dollar you spend, you will be part of a draw of a legend pack. So if you purchase a $500 pack, you will get 500 tickets. And the person directly referring you will get 500 tickets. So that's 1,000 tickets together. They are not connected, but they are, of course, to your user account. Every day at midnight, we automatically give away a legend pack to 1 ticket. So that will start on Wednesday, latest Thursday, depending a little bit on Apple and things like that. And then all the tickets that you earn, whether you buy them yourself or you refer people directly, they are accumulated throughout the whole period until it will end on Wednesday, January 5th. As you remember, we will set the price for the offering on Thursday 6th. So we have the private sale. The first tranche of the private sale will also end on Wednesday, January 5th. So, and this campaign internally will end on January 5th. We wanted to give you a little bit time. We hope to have this out a little bit earlier, but unfortunately the way events put it a little bit behind the schedule. So $10,000 worth, it will contain a legendary pack that contain 3 legend NFTs, 3 gold NFTs, 3 silver NFTs, and 3 bronze NFTs. And the way is not like we just give you the NFTs. We are blasting out all the NFTs that will be available. We will have, in example, Ronaldo, Messi, Gold, Legend, everything will be there, and they are only available through the packages. And basically, you get a redeem. You get a redeem, not a ticket. It's already inside. So when you buy, in example, a gold pack, you will have 3 gold, 3 silver, and 3 bronze that you can go into the marketplace and you will be able to redeem whichever you want. You can select among the top. So obviously, when we open now, we open all the NFTs. We are also releasing artists and pop artists and what else is movie stars. There's a lot of things. So we're gonna release. We have now released to date. We have released, I think, it's 45,000 NFTs. We're gonna be up to at least 150,000 very quickly. So the team has been working effortlessly on this for a long, long time, and it comes some beautiful, beautiful stuff in there. So the earlier you get your friends or yourself to upgrade and buy these packages, the faster you get hold of these NFTs, and you get quite few of them. You get, like I said, in a gold pack, you get 9 NFTs. We're not going to continue with 9 NFTs in a gold pack for a long time. It will be reduced to 2, and then evidently to 1 of each color. So this is an introductory offer. So every day, you do something, you get tickets. This will last for the whole campaign. Again, starts on Wednesday, and it continues for 2 weeks. So it's 14 legend packs that will be distributed for free every day at midnight. The system is picking a random one, and I also asked the team to actually use a random number generator that's publicly verifiable. I'm not sure, to be honest, I'm not sure if they've done it, but at least we will be very transparent with these results. So that's going to happen. And then, so like every legend pack will contain 52,000 super tokens. That includes a 30% up from the 0.25. And you will have 3 legend packs. We never released any legend NFTs before. So obviously, this legend, you can pick an example like here, Ronaldo legend. You can imagine how this will be sought after in the market as we open the marketplace and go live big time with hopefully millions of users. 3 legend, 3 gold, 3 silver, first come, first basis. It might be that the redeem vouchers for this, that the market will open a little bit later, because there is a lot of things going on and the team is really under pressure. And as you see, there are many changes. So we will do these changes continuously and do the upgrades. We are also dependent again on companies like Apple doing improvements. So it's not only that. At the end of this, we have given away 14 legend packs. We will give away 1 origin pack. Never been done before. That's a $50,000 value. That will be distributed on Thursday the 6th. And on Thursday the 6th, that's when we set the price. That's when we move forward. So then there will be an event with a draw, and at least we're gonna be transparent on that, and we'll probably bring in some of you to do the draw, and we're gonna do that in a really cool way. And all the tickets that have been issued through the campaign will be eligible for that origin pack. That happens on Thursday, January 6th, and marks the start of what I will describe as a magic January. January 2022 is a magic month for us. And a lot of things happening. We're getting out there in a hotter than ever market. We go public on a centralized European licensed exchange. Is a really cool thing. So in this origin pack, you will have 280,000 super tokens, and the winners will be able to choose freely on the platform. Here we showcase Messi. 3 origin, never been out there before. 3 legend, never been out there before. Only those 6 will probably have a skyrocketed value as we move on. 3 gold, 3 silver, 3 bronze. Again, Thursday, January 6th, start of a magic January. So, again, Legendary Christmas starts, and there are some additional prices that's going to come a little bit like a surprise. So there is more than 200,000 in addition in amazing prices. And as always, we are now coming to an end of this presentation. We have a really cool video for you, and I'm gonna change a little bit the presentation mode because Zoom is not so very good using video inside presentation. What I will say is that we're gonna have new webinars and we're gonna have Q&A next week. There's probably tons of questions. We're not gonna bore you with that on a Saturday now. We are grateful for all your support and patience. This has been a little bit of a long stretch, and now it's time to really grow and become, let's become the winning company out there and really become a shining North Star throughout 2022. There are many projects out there. We believe we have something really, really good. And like I said inside the presentation, materials are coming now after the weekend. Light paper, white paper, a lot of different stuff. So let's terminate there now, and I will play a really cool video. We created a really cool thing for this Christmas thing. So let me stop, share a little bit, and I can also take a little view into the Q&A before we end up with the video. There are, I see there is a lot of things going on in this channel. Yeah, there is a lot of things and comments and always questions about details. We're gonna so we're gonna have a Q&A next week where we go into details. We're gonna summarize. We're saving these chats. We're gonna look into it. And if you have anything, ask at super.one. Send it there. We'll work with the team leaders, work with the managers around, and get information out to you. Most of these changes are simplifications, so it's very self-explanatory. So when you see the app, everything is there. You don't need an instruction manual. And we believe this is really strong stuff and going to bring us significantly forward. We are celebrating this with a really cool concept now, where we have these giveaways, and we are also reaching out to the crypto community to join us in Force. So I would like to thank you all for today. I will now share another video, and then we will end after that video. It's a really amusing video, so I'm not going to bore you with my talk after that video. So thank you for now, and enjoy your weekend. I realized there were no sound here, so 1 second, let me get this going. Share it now, so 1 second. Here we are. Okay, thank you.